Now, I'm sitting here watching a movie, Apocalypto, right? And the movie Apocalypto, I can't really pronounce it that well. I never could. It's a movie by Mel Gibson. It's on Tubi. It's a real old movie. And a lot of movies like this, I like to get the spiritual in-depth detail on a lot of movies. That's why this is one of my favorite movies. But I want to point something out to you all. This is why they gave us Christianity and religion and told us to live out of love. Now, I'm going to take y'all back because I'm going to give y'all what I feel about this movie. Now, imagine before the Anunnakis came on this planet, right? And how you had beings and people on this planet that was living their best lives, and they lived life the way it was supposed to be lived. They had their own custom and everything. So now this tribe get invaded by people that's trying to take over their land and make their land into their image. Now, if you look at these people, these are invaders that is coming into their land. And look how they are treating these people. Now, we don't know exactly what the Anunnakis did to us when they invaded this planet. The only thing that we know is that when they came on this planet, that they used the animals and they used the beings to make man into their image. But we really don't know exactly what they did to us before when they came and invaded us, right? But they gave us a God, and they threw us Christianity and religion and told us that we have to live out of love and we have to forgive, because the God that we serve, we have to basically serve, and we have to love one another and forgive. And we were programmed and brainwashed to know, and the only way to go to heaven is through love. Now, we were invaded by alien beings on this planet, and they basically took our life and took the way that we were created, and they made it in their own image. And then they gave us a God and gave us a religion and gave us Christianity, right? Now, what if one day we all wake up and we remember what was done to us when the Anunnakis got here? You got a lot of beings down here that are old souls that was there during the time when this planet got invaded with the Anunnakis. Now, what if you found out right now that the Anunnakis came on this planet, and not only did they create man in their own image, but they also tortured your people, that they also did all of these brutal things to your people, right? So you now are now spiritually awakened to now know what really happened during that time when the Anunnakis got here. How was you going to feel when you find out what the Anunnakis did to the beings on this planet, and you were there because your soul remembers being there? But the God that they gave you, the Christianity and religion that they gave you, they told you that in order for you to go to heaven, you must love and forgive. Now, what if Christianity and religion was basically their way of brainwashing you, because they knew that one day you were going to find out exactly what happened to you? And if you find out what happened to you, then you are going to want to kill and destroy them. But you have been so brainwashed through Christianity and religion that you have to forgive and you have to love in order to go to heaven and to seek God and to live an eternal life. But what if Christianity and religion was only designed and made up because they knew that one day that you were going to find out exactly what they did to you and what they did to your land and what they did to your earth and what they did to your people? So if you find out right now, what are you going to do? Are you going to forgive the Anunnakis and the beings that did this to your planet, that did this to you and your people? Are you going to forgive them because your God told you to? Because you are a Christian, because you are religious, and you're going to basically let the God you serve basically handle these people, or you're going to be filled with nothing but hatred, and you're going to get revenge on the people that invaded your land, invaded your country, invaded your planet, invaded you, and invaded your people. Now, what if you found out right now, by looking at this movie, by what you're seeing right now, what if you found out that this is exactly what happened to you when the Anunnakis invaded this planet? And you were one of these people. What are you going to do? Are you going to be full of hatred and you're going to want to destroy the people that did this to your planet? Or you're going to fall back and say, you know what? I let Jesus handle it. I let God handle it. Because if I take matters into my own hands, then I may go to hell. Because God fight all my battles. What would you do? So now you see why Christianity and religion was designed and made. It wasn't designed to get you closer to God or to get you closer to Jesus or to get you closer to heaven. It was designed because they knew one day you was going to find out what happened on your planet. You was going to find out what happened to the original beings. You was going to find out what happened to you. And this is why they made the movie Blink Twice. Because in the movie Blink Twice, they remembered what happened to them. They remembered that they was being raped and being beaten while they was tied up. And they remembered that they wasn't in their right mind. They remembered that they did not remember. And when they finally remember what happened to them in that movie Blink Twice, they sought revenge and they killed all the people that hurt them and damaged them and tried to destroy them when they was under the influence. Now, right now, we are all under the influence. We are all asleep. And we are deaf and we are dumb. We don't know what happened to us. We don't know nothing. All we know is that we were created by the Anunnakis when they invaded our planet. We don't know how we were before they came on this planet. We don't know what we was doing. We don't know how we looked. We don't know how we lived. We don't know nothing. We don't know anything. All we know is that we were created to be slaves. But what if you found out that before you was created to be a slave, that you were a god, and that you owned this planet, and that you owned the land that you stand on? And when they came on this planet and invaded you, they basically recreated you and made you a slave, and made you how they see fit, and made you in their image. But what if who you originally was, you wasn't in their image? You wasn't a slave. In fact, you were a god. Because all these people that got invaded, this tribe that got invaded by their land, they owned that land. They knew that land. And these people came on their land and invaded their tribe. And now they are about to destroy everything that they created. And right now we are living on a planet that is destroyed by the beings that invaded us. We don't even recognize our own planet. And indeed, we don't even know how it originally looked. We don't know. Because after they invaded our planet, they invaded us. They invaded our frequency. They invaded our energy. They destroyed our sun. They destroyed our moon. They destroyed the beings. We don't know nothing. But what if one day we found out, and we find out that the same being that invaded us, the same beings that try to destroy us, what if we find out that they are living amongst us? What if we find out right now that the beings that invaded us, that destroyed us, still live amongst us? What are you going to do to these people? Are you going to forgive them because the battle was not yours? It belongs to God. It belongs to Jesus. What are you going to do when you find out that the people that invaded your planet is living amongst you right now? You're going to let them go? You're going to forgive them because God says so, the God that they programmed you to believe? Or you're going to take matters in your own hand and destroy them and restore your planet back to it originally was? Now, if y'all seen this movie, y'all going to realize in the very end, the planet is going to get restored by the original beings that originally owned it.